going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. And we are back with another video. And in this video, I want to speak on something that a lot of y'all may have not paid attention to, but I've just been going around lately, and I've noticed that Pearly Things, was interviewed by No Jumper, and she was interviewed by him, I think twice, if I'm not mistaken. And I noticed that they get along. They share a lot of the same conservative views. And just me watching their exchange and watching how comfortable she is with Adam, and, I can tell that they share the same colonial mindset. And when I say that because I don't know if anybody who's listening know, but No Jumper, which is ran by Adam 22, is a media platform that was actually built and popularized by his Black employees. No Jumper became one of the biggest media platforms because of who they interviewed. So what Adam done is he used hip hop and Black culture to propel his business. And not only did he use our narrative, but he also used our people to do it. As y'all know, Adam has recently, and if y'all don't know, y'all can look it up, it's out there, that Adam pretty much got rid of all his Black employees. And the ones that he didn't get rid of, they left, and they have went on and they have expressed how they felt working for Adam. You see? And how Adam did a lot of unethical things. He said a lot of unethical things. He treated them bad. He didn't want them to grow past him. He specifically did that with a guy named AD, who basically blew up, not the No Jumper podcast, but one of the shows that was on the network. And when AD wanted to move on and started to do his own content, Adam, which he stated in multiple interviews, he felt that it would be a conflict of interest. See, notice this is what happens after working for this man for years, and now you want to be your own man, because number one, these guys were never under contract. They were never under contract. Not a written contract, but they were under contract because they remained loyal to Adam. But what happened? Those guys were unhappy, and they stayed unhappy for a long time. And it took a guy like AD to step up and to say, yo, I'm not taking this, I'm out. And to actually be successful without Adam, other guys looked at that like, oh, okay, I could do the same thing. It was motivation. And then after that, You see, who works for Adam now? Who works for No Jumper now that was originally there? Who's there? All of his black employees. Where are they? Where are they? And see, this is exactly what Pearly is trying to do with the black manosphere. She's trying to use the black manosphere and the men who have influence in the black manosphere to propel her brand, and then she's going to throw you away. Or if you stay in contract, you will just remain a slave. And you'll never have a chance to grow and be your own person, be your own business, be your own entity. Because this is the mindset of the colonizer. This is what they do. You see? And the moment you decide to wake up and to get something for yourself, they tell you, they throw you away. And this is what Adam did to his employees. He felt like they weren't worth doing business with anymore because they weren't working for him. See, we have to see what's going on, people. We need to get out of our feelings and pay attention to the strategy. Because now Just Pearly is doing the same thing, except she's handing out contracts, which is most likely a 360 deal where she owns all of your stuff. As long as you work for her, she owns all of your intellectual property. And when you decide to move away from her, she probably still is going to be able to get a percentage of what you earn 9 times out of 10. Because knowing you black people who work for her, y'all didn't read the goddamn contract. Just like the people who worked over there at No Jumper decided to work under Adam without a contract because they actually trusted him. But you have black people today that will not do business with other black folk without a contract. But they will openly go and do business with other groups of people without contracts, without any insurance, any type of insurance, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, whatever. See, Adam 22 and Just Pearly Things, they're one and the same. They're one and the same. And they're here to monopolize the black narrative because they have the media companies to do so. You see? And because they know that black men suffer from persistent barriers to wealth, they know we suffer from the lack of employment. They understand our issues more than us. So this is how they can come and offer you a 360 deal. This is how they can come and say, well, hey, I'm not going to treat you like these guys. I'm going to respect you. I'm not going to talk shit about you. You know, like the stuff Adam was saying. Until we found out that he really doesn't respect his black employees. Until we found out that he actually tells his employees business. He actually uses his employees as content. Remember, he did that to the dual house phone. When he got up there and lied and said he had sex with a transsexual. This is what this guy, Adam 22 or No Jumper, has done to his black employees. Where if he would have done it to an employee that was of his race, he probably would have got sued. There would have been some repercussions behind that. You see? And I don't know if House Phone is probably trying to press charges or anything. But Adam he's done this numerous times. It already has came out how he done went to other employees and badmouthed people. He's went on interviews and slighted guys because he slighted AD. Because originally he just had AD up there as security because Compton AD is a Compton Crip. So he literally had those guys around initially for security. And he never looked at AD as having talent. You just a buck. You just a big nigga that stand at the door to catch these bullets or to catch these punches. This is how he looked at AD. Now, he didn't say that specifically, but he said in the interview that he didn't think AD would take it this far, i.e., he didn't think AD even cared about doing content. He thought AD was just muscle, big, dumb muscle, like how they look at a lot of big black men. You don't have no sense. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to articulate yourself. And this is why he said this about AD. Until he realized that people liked AD and they wanted him, they was asking for him. And he said this. And the reason why he brought AD on the show with him to interview people is because people liked his perspective. But he still didn't see AD's skills because he never looked for them. See, what white privilege grants people like Adam 22 and Just Pearly, it grants them this level of deniability. And it's almost like you're supposed to give them a pass because I'm just a white guy. I'm just a white girl. I don't know. You know, you can't blame me. I'm not sure. I don't really know. You know? And we cannot we can't accept that because that's bullshit. It's bullshit. He thought AD and had AD around for muscle. And AD became popular. The audience began to ask for him. So like a colonizer does, he looks at numbers. So, okay, they're asking for him. I'm going to put him up here for numbers because people just want to look at him. Okay, they may like what he has to say, but it's still all about the numbers. This is why he never looked at giving AD a position, because it was all about the numbers. People asked for, so he's giving the people what they asked for. It's about numbers. He never respected that AD had skills because he never looked at him like that. So then when AD came to him like, yo, I'm thinking about starting a food show. The reason why Adam agreed to it because he thought it was going to fail. Because this is what people with his mindset think about people who he feel are subordinates to him. So he said, yeah, y'all can go do it, because he thought it would fail. And it actually blew up and it got popular. And it got so big that it outgrew No Jumper. And Adam didn't like that. Because you're never supposed to do what? You're never supposed to outshine the master. You see? You're never supposed to outshine your boss. You're never supposed to outperform. You're never supposed to go, exceed past their expectations. When people have low expectations of you, when people only have you around for low-level shit. So when they food show took off, him and T-Rail, right? Adam didn't say nothing. He didn't know what to say, but he was jealous. He was jealous, and he low-key admitted that when he was talking to Joe Budden. Y'all go check out the Joe Budden interview where he was talking to Adam. And Adam could not definitively give Joe Budden an explanation. See, because what it boils down to is he expected those niggas to stay his workers because they need money, and he want them to need him. And this is what's going on with Pearly. As y'all can see, shout out to Solo TV 84 for holding it down against King Riches. How he came out and now he wants to openly jump on panels and platforms to defend Pearly. Who's his boss? Who's his boss? So we understand why you're defending her. You're defending your boss. Your Caucasian boss, and you're an African man, and you don't want to lose your job because you need to send money back home, right? So you think that these American blacks got your job in jeopardy. Or maybe, is that how she making you feel? Is that how you feeling? Won't you just go and do your job and mind your goddamn business and be an employee, King Riches? Or did Pearly ask you to speak up for? You see? This is what this is about. And they're one and the same. There's no difference. They're here for the same job. They're here for the same job. They're here to take over black media. They're here to be the people behind it. They want to control the black narrative. How can we allow them to do this? After decades of allowing them to do it already. And we saw what that has done. It continues to paint us in a negative light. Because that's what it's designed to do. Because the people who's behind it, they know that that's how they stay in power and that's how they stay in business. You see? Our dysfunction is their business. Our shortcomings, our struggle, all of this stuff, that's their business. This is what makes the world run. This system run. And I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into this a little more in another video. But Pearly and Adam 22 are the same. They're the same. And they're here to take over black media, to control the narrative. And they're here to remove black men from the seat of power. How do you do that? You give them jobs and tell them, we'll give you, if you just read the contract and if you're with us for a certain amount of time, then we'll give you some ownership. You see? When we are supposed to be at the forefront of our own narrative, we're supposed to be in the driver's seat. We're supposed to have the media companies and these platforms to support the media companies that's promoting us in a good light. And until we realize this, we're going to always have the colonizer come in and do what they do best. So get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. Shout out to all of you visionaries. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, get down in the comment section, leave your comments, get down in the description box, follow all the links, follow me on all social media platforms. Also follow me on Odyssey. The links is down in the description box. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.